At the beginning of the drama, we are shown the male lead, whose name is Jiang Bohan, who was walking on the road. He met a group of guys led by Yan Zhengwen, and they started to fight. Meanwhile, we see a girl named Yu Mingxi. While walking home, she spots a boy being cornered by a group of thugs. Without thinking, she throws her cup of soy milk to distract them, helping him escape. That boy is Jiang Bohan. The next day, Yu Mingxi was assisting her closest friend, Wang Chunyun, in reading aloud a ghost-written love letter on the sports field at Qingchai Academy. The intended target was basketball player Jiang Bohan. Yu Mingxi quickly understands that the strange guy she saved is more than simply a student. He is the school's best athlete, and someone whom everyone appears to either admire or fear. Yu Mingxi was admitted to Qingchai Academy as a positive example, but had to work part-time at a convenience store due to hefty extracurricular costs. To get additional money, she distributed posters on campus and utilized the chance to show her best friend, Wang Chunyun, how to naturally hand over a love letter. While Jiang Bohan was briefly startled after getting the flyer, Yu Mingxi got hit out by a flying ball. Jiang Bohan scooped her up and hurried her to the hospital. Following her awakening, Yu Mingxi seized the chance to obtain Jiang Bohan's phone number for Wang Chunyun. However, she was tricked by Qin Xiao, the school beauty who harbored feelings for Jiang, who blurred 2 of the number's digits. Wang Chunyun saw her crush, Chen Suji, walking by while the two kept checking the hazy numbers at the convenience store, and she departed on a false pretense. Jiang Bohan discovered the love letter tucked inside the flyers while sorting them. Using the address on the leaflet, he located the convenience shop. He found Yu Mingxi being harassed by goons Yan Zhengwen had sent. He escorted the thugs to a shadowy alley by himself. Concerned, Yu Mingxi trailed after him. Yu Mingxi was escorted back to the convenience store by Jiang Bohan. Yu Mingxi was there to retrieve the love letter she had dropped earlier, but she pretended to be there to pick up some flyers. The two decided to get together at school the following morning before leaving. Jiang Bohan kept the love letter in secret, but returned the flyers as promised. Yu Mingxi boldly asked Jiang Bohan to test her on the letter's contents immediately in order to demonstrate that she was the one who had written it. However, Qin Xiao, who was concealed in the shadows, secretly recorded everything as this private moment happened. Envious of Jiang Bohan's special treatment of Yu Mingxi, Qin Xiao took screen grabs from the video, made posters out of them, and hung them throughout the school. She even put the full love letter up for everyone to see on the bulletin board. Yu Mingxi quickly turned into the campus joke. Jiang Bohan and Yu Mingxi misunderstood one another and thought the other was responsible for the humiliation. The video of Yu Mingxi confessing to Jiang Bohan in front of all the students was abruptly shown on the big screen during the school's commendation assembly. Yu Mingxi rushed toward the stage, embarrassed and desperate to explain, but Jiang Bohan intervened to keep her safe. Later, both were summoned to the principal's office. When Yu Mingxi discovered that Jiang Bohan was actually the son of the principal there, she was shocked. Concerned about her negative influence on a top student, the principal threatened to expel her if she didn't improve her scores on the next month's tests. Yu Mingxi was unintentionally splashed with a bucket of water while removing the little posters that were strewn all over the school, soaking her uniform. Jiang Bohan removed his school jacket and draped it over her shoulders without hesitation. Qin Xiao, meanwhile, started to see that Jiang Bohan's affections for Yu Mingxi went beyond mere worry. She was soon reprimanded by her mother for being distracted by jealousy and unable to concentrate on her piano practice. Their friendship ended bitterly after she threatened Jiang Bohan that she would no longer hold back against Yu Mingxi out of frustration. Her part-time job was the subject of rumors shortly after, which were twisted into a purported gold digger plan. Jiang Bohan kept his word to keep his distance despite his emotions. When he arrived with his teammates to clean the posters, he spoke coldly to Yu Mingxi, ignored her in the hallways, and even told her and her friends to leave. Yu Mingxi was hurt and perplexed, and she wasn't sure if she should apologize to him. When fresh rumors circulated that Jiang Bohan had discovered Yu Mingxi's alleged ulterior motives, the situation deteriorated. Qin Xiao implied in a subtle way that Jiang was the source of the rumor. In a fit of rage, Yu Mingxi barged into the boys' locker room at the basketball court and confronted him. She concluded her speech angrily when she became aware that everyone in her immediate vicinity was shirtless. She fled the room in embarrassment as the team gaped at her. Jang Bohan personally explained the misunderstanding to Yu Mingxi after learning about the incident. Their bond quietly healed as the tension between them finally subsided. Qin Xiao performed his favorite song at the campus concert in an attempt to attract Jang Bohan's attention. However, she lost focus and missed notes, and her mother, who was clearly upset, watched from below the stage as her performance collapsed. Later that night, Qin Xiao squatted outside Jang Bohan's house, crying uncontrollably, heartbroken and intoxicated. There, Yan Zhengwen discovered her dozing off. He picked her up carefully after noticing her pain, but deep down he was angry and resentful of Jang Bohan. Zhang's mother sternly warned her son that same evening not to let love get in the way of his future. He had no choice but to accept her order to participate in an exchange program abroad. The following day, frustrated by her dominance, Jang Bohan took a risk by openly confessing his feelings to Yu Mingxi, both as a declaration of love and as a means of defending her from additional harm. Qin Xiao was still hungover when Yan Jingwen arrived at her house early one morning. Jang Bohan, meanwhile, went to the convenience store with Yu Mingxi and immediately told her how he felt. He was invited by Yu Mingxi to a street stall nearby, where she candidly discussed the true cause of her school transfer. Jiang later went back to the store and bought everything Yu Mingxi was selling, only to increase her commission, and then gave her back everything. Yu Mingxi discovered Yan Jingwen and his group encircling Jang Bohan after work. Jiang dismissed it as harmless roughhousing because their families were close. Yu Mingxi remained uneasy despite her partial conviction. She returned to find the place empty, save for a small box and Jang Bohan's phone. She observed Jiang's absence from class the following day. Yu Mingxi asked the basketball team about him while feigning to return his belongings, and he was surprised to find out his home address. Her fears were heightened when a news report about a student who had been beaten to death appeared on the store's TV later. She was relieved to discover that Jiang's injuries were not serious when she rushed to his house. She encountered Qin Xiao, who had also come to visit, as she was about to leave. Yu Mingxi followed Jiang inside to avoid suspicion. As it turned out, Jiang's refusal to see Qin Xiao was the reason Yan Zhengwen attacked him. After attempting to apologize but being denied entry, Qin called Jiang's mother under false pretenses. His mother unexpectedly came home. Yu Mingxi fled into his bedroom in a panic. She spotted a family photo while hiding and pondered whether Jiang had a brother he had never spoken of. Jiang purposefully quarreled with his mother to divert her attention and aid in her escape. Later, Yu Mingxi was lost in her thoughts when she noticed Wang Chunyan and Chen Sujie chatting cheerfully in the library while she was waiting at a traffic light. When Jiang picked Yu Mingxi up on his bike the following day, their relationship grew stronger. But then there was trouble. The principal summoned Yu Mingxi after Qin Xiao stole her English homework in an attempt to expel her from Qinghai Academy. Thankfully, the principal recognized her potential, urged her to concentrate on her studies, and gave her the opportunity to remain and submit an application for a scholarship. Qin Xiao later apologized to Jiang Bohan and confessed her feelings again, but he turned her down once more. Yu Mingxi, meanwhile, was the target of constant bullying from Qin and a wave of campus rumors. Thinking of her late father, she sobbed in the rain because she was so overwhelmed. She was dragged into Jiang's car to escape the storm after he had come looking for her. Jiang took her home that evening and told her about her family's hardships. As their study sessions progressed, their bond deepened as he committed to helping her with her English. Their bond developed organically, brimming with tenderness and silent comprehension. However, it did not make everyone happy. This part ends here. I'll upload the next part for you, so stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you enjoyed this recap, give it a like. I'll see you in the next.